Hey folks, my name is Alan Jones again. In this session, we're going to talk about how to measure for Anderson products an aluminum and brick opening. Okay? And today we have this wall with an exterior brick with an interior of sheetrock, showing a sheetrock return and aluminum window in the opening. Okay, so when you think about when you have an aluminum and brick product and then you want to use Anderson products to replace the aluminum window and a brick opening, you really want to take the measurements from the outside. The reason for that is because when you have a brick opening, unlike this wall, there's a lot of bricks that may stick out. So you know how in the last sessions we talked about measuring in 3 different places in width and height? Well, in this application you really want to measure the smallest opening width between the different bricks, because as we said, some bricks may jut out past the opening, and you really want to understand which one is the smallest opening so to make sure that unit fits that hole. Okay, so now that you know how to measure and we've taken the measurements, we really want to show you how the Anderson products work in this application. So for simulation purposes only, obviously we've got to take the aluminum window out. So I'm just going to yank this out real quick, and obviously there's other steps you want to take to do that. This is not an installation class, okay, by no means. So we only wish it was this easy. Now that we have the aluminum window out of the opening, you can actually see what's behind it. So really, the whole idea is really to understand where the sheetrock is. Okay, so you have your sheetrock return, then you see your stud, you see your exterior sheathing, now you see your brick pocket and your brick. Okay, so this is all the opening. Now, when you're using an Anderson product, you really want to cut back the sheetrock a little bit, probably about a ½ inch. Okay, so now that we removed we've cut back the sheetrock to reveal more of the stud, which will do 2 things. One, it allows us to push the unit back into the opening more and allow your drywall return to act as the stop on the interior of the home and butt up against the unit. Okay, now that you understand what the aluminum window looked like in the brick, we've pulled that out, we've shown you how to cut back the sheetrock, and we've talked to you about pushing the window back in the opening. We're now going to show you how 2 products actually look inside an application like this once you've removed everything. Okay, so one window is going to be the 100 series product, the other window is going to be the Anderson wood double hung insert windows. Okay, so here we have the 100 series insert window. It's got the bronze exterior, white interior. We've measured it to fit this opening. We've already sized it. So now we're going to show you how it looks in the opening. So set your product in. Obviously, this would be considered a dry fit. Okay, we're not doing this as an installation best practices. This is really just to show you how this window fits in the opening. So now you have a 100 series insert window with no fin in this opening, and you can see it would provide a nice clean sill. And you see how it sits back into the opening, okay? Now all of a sudden you've got protection from the weather, wind and rain coming down over the brick. Okay, now that we've shown you the 100 series, we're actually now going to show you the Woodwright double hung or tilt wash double hung insert windows and what they look like in aluminum metal out, okay? So now we have the unit. This is a 0-degree sill. Okay, so you want to order it with a 0-degree seal because your seal on most brick openings are going to be flat. So the window would actually look like this. So obviously you would have a full-size unit in this opening, but it's really to illustrate how the sill looks, okay, and how the exterior looks against the brick. So if you notice that you still have a little gap right here, we send these stops in, okay, these little Fibrex stops. They're really coming about 2-inch lengths. And you rip them down to fit the size you need. And basically that stop fits right inside this groove. It provides a nice clean seal so you can get a good caulk bead all the way around the unit. And you have a nice complete unit, and you replace the aluminum window with a Anderson insert window. Okay, so to recap, we've shown you a couple different things. The first thing is how to measure a brick opening to get the right measurement for your product, because you really need to understand how the bricks jet out into the opening and take the smallest measurement so your unit actually fits. Okay. Another step was cut back the sheetrock when you're applying an Anderson product in these openings. That way it gets a good, it provides protection from the weather inside this opening so the unit doesn't stick out past the actual bricks. Another thing is we've shown you how you can use a couple different products for this type of application. We showed you the 100 series insert, but also showed you the 400 series tilt wash and wood ride inserts, okay, using the exterior trim to finish it all off. So overall, you've got 3 great products to use in this type of application.